Hello there guys, FMU here, welcome back to Grassroots to Greatness, and we are kind of near Grassroots. We're back in the Vanarama North and we're at Bolton Wanderers. We have finally made it to Bolton. Now things have changed obviously because we've gone from Real Madrid to Bolton. I promised you I'd do it if the job came up, and it did. Ryan Clark actually did such a good job keeping them in the league that he got quite a few offers, I think, from what I can gather, employment-wise, and he went to Woking in the, I think they're in the Vanarama National League, the league above ours. I haven't actually even bothered to check where they were, but I've come in, I've designed 2 kits. I didn't realise there was a third, to be honest. So we've got a third kit made by Macron, and this one's made by Garmin, I think it is, somebody like that, I can't remember. But I quite like that design. It reminded me of the old Reebok kits that Bolton used to have. They used to have pretty cool design kits back in the day. One thing I want to do, okay, I'm going to use the in-game editor. This is one of those times when we use it to change a name, which we've done throughout the series. Obviously, we can't do anything about that, saying Macron there, but I don't think it should be called the Macron Stadium because they won't be sponsored by them anymore. So what I thought would be really cool to do, excuse me, would be to name it the Lofthouse Stadium, after, obviously, Nat Lofthouse, because he was such a big part of their history. So we're going to call it the Lofthouse Stadium. Okay, so... well, it's just Lofthouse Stadium. They put the in, I think, don't they? Where edit club, facilitator, and it'll go in here. So Lofthouse. Oh, Lofthouse Stadium. Okay. I think we have to come off the page and go back. Do we? That's it. It's changed. So for those of you who are new, that's what we use. That's why the in-game editor is sometimes opened up there, because when we want to change the name of a player, if the name doesn't look right or something like that, or clubs move to new stadiums, like we're playing Darlington on the opening day today, and their new stadium was called Darlington Stadium, and it just seemed a bit stupid, so we changed it to the Quakers Stadium. So, you know, things like that, just those sort of things, that's all we ever use it for, really. That and adding kits to teams that don't have kits. You know, when you use a new downloaded database and the person hasn't had the time to make different coloured kits, they all kind of have blue kits. I think at the very beginning we used it to change a couple of the kit colours and stuff like that. So just so you know, we are predicted to finish 16th in the league, which is a bit poopy face. We've got 5,140 season ticket holders at the minute, okay, and that's pretty good. So we've been busy in the transfer market to a degree. We've not been overly busy, but we've brought in a few players. So here is our very first Bolton Wanderers transfer roundup. That's right, those of you who were with me in the very beginning will remember this man, Ricky Fish. He's 28 now. We have seen him grow from boy to man, and he has joined us at Bolton Wanderers after playing one game in 7 seasons. One game in 7 seasons. The poor lad. Next up, John Winter from Manchester City. He was up for free. His contract was running out, and I offered them a cheeky £0, 0p bid, and they accepted it. There's a little sell-on clause. I think it was 5% or something like that. So if we sell him on, they get 5% of the profit. But you know, it's worth it. He's a decent striker. He's not the best striker, but he's decent. So we're gonna have to wait and see what he develops into. Okay, Naughty Cox. Now, those of you who have been here for a while will remember when this guy sprung into my face back in the day when he came through at Coventry, and he was at North Ferriby, and he was actually recommended to me by one of my scouts because he was on a non-contract terms there, so I snapped him up, and he's actually on £1,700 a week, which is pretty hefty to say the least, but I think he's going to be worth it, if I'm honest. Troy Shotton came in on a fee from Oxford City, former West Brom trainee. You can see he's conceded quite a few goals last season, but I don't know what it was about him. There was just something I really quite liked about his stats. He's not eccentric, which is something I really do like about goalkeepers, them not to be too eccentric, and he definitely isn't. He's good at one-on-ones, he's got decent reflexes, so we'll just have to wait and see how he gets on. Matthew Crawley, a free transfer from Dorchester, former MK Dons trainee. I like the look of this guy. One of my scouts recommended him to me. Again, he was available on a free transfer, so we snapped him up. Like I say, former MK Dons trainee, had a few spells out on loan, moved to Dorchester. Things just, he had a good season last year, really, 13 games, not too bad. And now he's joined us at Bolton, so hopefully he can help us catapult ourselves out of this league. Edward Lambert. I like the look of this lad. He got 16 goals in 31 appearances at Bath, former Arsenal trainee. He was one of the players that was in the trialist game. I sent my scouts to watch and they recommended we should definitely sign him, so we did. He's on £1,100 a week, and that is a bit of a kick in the teeth, but it's what I do to get him here. And last but by no means least, Jacob Butterfield has joined us. I snatched him from under the noses of North Ferriby. He was just going to sign for North Ferriby, where he was in talks with them, and I jumped in and snapped him up on a freebie after his release from Plymouth. He actually got promoted last season with Plymouth, and then they released him. So he's going to be like our level head, our experienced head that we've lacked in the past few years. Bolton have been basically just surviving off youth intakes. That's all they've done. It's been crazy. They've been in that much debt. They've had to survive on free transfers and youth intakes. But I'm really pleased because it does appear that my status in the football world on this FM save does have a bit of pull. I'll show you what I mean in a minute. But for me, he is going to be a fantastic signing. So there you go, guys. We've got Naughty Cox, we've got our old pal Glenford Fleming, we've got Jacob Butterfield, we've got a decent little group coming. We've got Ricky Fish. God, I love that boy. And we have the psychotic. He looks like a even more angrier version than Andy Carroll, Philip Nixon, the captain. So what I was talking about. Oh, first of all, let's have a look at the finances. We are currently only minus 541. I say only because when I came in, we were a minus 1.1 million, but the board put in 450,000, I think it was, to help with the running costs. But we're in big trouble. Bolton are in a big bad way. I mean, they expect us to finish this season on minus 3 million, then minus 7, then minus 11. So there's not much we can do about that, but the better we perform, the more valuable our players will become, and the better it will be to sell them on. I did try and get an affiliate club, a senior affiliate, to help us with loan players and a little bit of financial help. Fell flat on its face. The board couldn't find anybody who was willing to take us on as an affiliate, which is pretty funny, really. Maybe not. But what I was talking about in terms of players was, it's died down a bit now. But you can see here, look, Castilla, £1.3 million for Pacheco, who was one of the guys, obviously, I had at Real Madrid. He is very happy to come here, but they won't let him come on loan, and obviously we can't afford to buy him. I did make a cheeky loan bid for him, but they were like, nope, needs to pay better players, so boo to that. But look, a lot of these like B teams and Chelsea young lads and stuff want to come down here. They just seem to really quite like it, and I think it is partly because Bolton is still a big club, down here, so maybe they're thinking go down there, get a bit of experience, move somewhere else, sort of thing. But I think some of it is really down to who I am in the game, who I've become. But I don't know, I'll leave that open to interpretation. What was the other thing I was going to show you? Real Madrid, his Castilla's manager still Ronaldo was one thing. No. Why have you dropped him down to there? That's silly. Let's have a look what we've got. Staff, all. No, Ronaldo's not there. I wonder if he's... Those boys have all gone. Wow, they got rid of those two guys as well. Staff. Oh, wow, Ronaldo is now the manager of Getafe. Oh, wow, fair play to him. Well done, Ronnie. Well done, my son. Right. Where are we? Favourite clubs. Real Madrid. Who's their gaffer now? I haven't looked at this yet. Allegri. Allegri's moved in at Real Madrid. I know for a fact he sold Botello. That's right, you heard me. He sold Botello to Manchester City for only 37 million. That is a snip, if you ask me, an absolute snip. But he's brought Costas Bachelis. We knew him from our time in Italy. Very good player indeed when he was at Roma. The other players I'm not that bothered about. I think he's done decent business. Also, okay, Atalanta. They've got a new manager. It's our boy, Mikel Tardioli. He has finally got his first ever number one job, and it's at Atalanta in Serie A. So fair play to him for that. Let's have a look at what his transfers have been like. Not a lot spent, not a lot made back, but it's going to be interesting to see how they do. And Newcastle, lastly, not got time to look through everybody and all that sort of stuff in this episode, but Newcastle are now managed by Besnik Hasi, who used to manage Aston Villa a while back. His Gary Monk moved to Tottenham, so he's moved in there. And they've signed Hoekstra from Perugia, 21.5 million. Well done to him. Let's have a look at Perugia while we're quickly looking around. Vice is still there doing the do. They've done all right though. They're a consistent 6th, 7th place team now, which is amazing for them. So really pleased with that. Samson Emmanuel unhappy. Should we try and bring him in on loan? Imagine that if we got Samson Emmanuel on loan. That would be ridiculous. Who wants him? The Swallow Cecina. Well. You go there. You go, girlfriend. Right. So we've got our opening day against Darlington away. Let's hit the quick pick and see what it throws in. Troy Shotton, that's fine. I mean, our bloody sharpness is woeful at the minute. Butterfield on the inside forward position. Winter, Thacker and Lambert aren't involved. Ricky Fish isn't involved. I'm not having that. So you're in there. That's fine. See, this is now the point where I have to learn all these players, and because they've been so low down the pecking orders in world football, I've not come across them playing Europa League, Champions League and all that sort of stuff, so it's a little bit more difficult. It's getting back to basics again, but yeah, I think we should be okay with that. I don't know about these two. I feel a bit guilty leaving these three out, but they're not exactly peak fitness at the minute, so they'll get their chances, that's for sure. We're using obviously the same philosophy that we've used at Perugia, Inter and Real Madrid. We're going to continue on over here. It's going to be a difficult one to implement with these sorts of players without being disrespectful to them, but we'll give it a bloody good go. Okay, have we got goals on? We have. Very good, sir. So, here we go. Just to put you in the context of who's in our league, there are teams such as Alfreton, Boston, Bradford, Buxton, Chester, Chorley, Darlington, Daventry who have come up quite a way. Rushall, Olympic are in there. Oh my god, what a thump. Well done, DJ Buffon. That was a bloody wallop. Things have not started well. I bet you their fans are singing. But he should have stayed at the Madrid. Stayed at Madrid. Perhaps I should have. No. Let's have a look at that. Look at this though. First time. Boom. Poor from the keeper. Should have done better with that. But fair play to Darlington. Well done. They got their chance. They took it. And done all right. Butterfield says in. Oh, Smith hits the post. Here's Hoban. Come on, get a challenge in. I thought that was going to go in then. I'd have cried if that had gone in. Berry out to Warren. Will he run at him? Nope, back to Nixon. Smith, Farmer, Nixon. Oh, beautiful play. Go on. Oh, he's offside. He's offside. Glenford Fleming. God damn you. He seemed really pleased to see me when I turned up. He was like, oh, it's great to have my old gaffer back. I was like, is it really? Kind of just forced you to go to Bolton in the first place. It's my fault you're there, my friend. Although, if we hadn't taken him to Newcastle, he may never have got up to the level he got up to with Bolton, maybe. I don't know. Oh, don't tell me they're going to hit us. Oh, what a challenge. Go on, Warren, swing it in. Go on, Butterfield hits the bar. Damn, son. We've played brilliantly. We just can't get the ball in the back of the net. Passionately, keep it going. We can still win. See what they say. Well, not say, but see what they do. See if they pull themselves around. Butterfield. Berry. Butterfield seems to have had a decent start, doesn't he? I mean, he's hit the bar already. We've done all right. Could they get a second here, though? Oh, they have. No, they haven't. Shot him with a fantastic save. On his debut. Well cleared. Here comes Platt. I think it's time we bring some pace into this for us on the left-hand side, I think. Butterfield's been great. Well, he's not been great, but he's been good. But he's coming off. And, yeah, Ricky Fish is coming on. He may not be the best player in the world, but he's quick. And at this level, sometimes that can mean a lot. Can mean a hell of a lot. Forbes. It's a law. Oh, dear. I just get a feeling today's not going to be our day. I really do. Uh-oh. 2-0. God damn. Well, we knew it was going to be tough. Keeper could have done better there, really. Never mind. Team talk. Let's get aggressive. Is this going to be 3? It is. They've got a third. Tyler Forbes. Uh-oh. We're getting schooled, son. Poor defending there. Forbes left all on his own. It just bobbles in. This is the thing, though. I mean, it's going to take time for the tactic to bed in because of the quality of the players is a lot less. And also, it gives us that opportunity to look and learn which players, you know, can cope with certain things and which players can't. I am concerned about, I mean, defensively we've been poor, but I'm very concerned about the fact that going forwards we're creating plenty of chances but struggling to get a shot on target. And also, obviously, oh, they're going to get another. Oh no, Smith's going to get sent off though. He's gone, surely. Yeah. Well, what a cracking opening day this has been, Nat. Berry, you drop back there, Sunshine. And don't actually have a central defender on the bench. God damn. Well, you just have to... what am I doing? We'll just have to cope with you in there, I guess. What a load of old shite. Tell him passionately he's got what it takes to turn this game around single-handedly. Oh, a cheeky little side pass and shot there. I mean, there's a lot of work to do, obviously. But when the fitness picks up as well, when some match fitness and sharpness and stuff improves, that'll make a massive difference. Well done. Well done, Darlington. Well done. Right. We're going to have to be harsh, though. We need to get that mentality that we've had at the other clubs into them. So being harsh early doors. And that guy who got sent off, he's going to get a fine straight off the bat. Same as at the other clubs. People say it's harsh, but I don't give a shit. It's the way I do it and it works. If he gets unhappy, he can move on. I don't care. Dismissed for passion of other reference is probably justified. Issue warning. Confirm. He's accepted it. He accepts he was a dumbass. So fair play to him. So I'm now going to go and I'm going to have a little scout around in the loan market and free transfer market and see if I can't find myself a central defender or 12. Oh yeah, that's what I was going to talk to you about, the wage budget. Now people look at that and they'll be like, my God, you've got it minus 7k. When I came, right, when I came in, obviously I signed those players, but when I came in, that was minus £37,000. They were paying big money to the players that weren't like, youth intake players and free transfers that were youth intake players and stuff before. Like losing my train of thought. Those that weren't them were on ridiculous money. They had like a player on $5,000 a week. I'm like, well, no wonder you're in financial trouble. So I've managed to really drag that down, and I'm hoping that the more money we get in from certain things, I'm going to try so hard to motivate them in the FA Cup, because the further we get in that, the more money we can get in, and then we can, plug it back into the wage budget and get it back on level terms. So yeah, going forwards, that's hopefully what we're going to achieve. But for now, I'm going to have to just go around looking for very cheap but quite gifted young players to come in either on loan or on freebies or non-contract basis if I can. But anyway, guys, for today's episode, that is it. Our first day at Bolton hasn't gone very well, but at least we've got a more visual idea representation of what we've let ourselves in for. So guys, if you think you're going to enjoy going forwards and you're enjoying the series so far, please remember to drop a like. It helps me out massively, and as always, it's been an absolute pleasure being in your face. Bye bye.